Y'all, so let me set the scene, right? So Saturday night when LSU was playing Florida, my best friend also at the same time was getting engaged too. So I was at the proposal party for my best friend with the LSU Florida game in hand on my phone, internally screaming the entire time throughout this proposal that, oh my God, Jayden Daniels is that kid. Jayden Daniels is that kid, simply put, period. I had never seen a quarterback play the way Jayden Daniels played, and it turns out no quarterback has ever played the way Jayden Daniels has played. Simply, my entire thought process that entire night watching the game on my phone was, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I cannot believe Jayden Daniels just ran for 85 yards and then did it again for 51. The entire night I was just in amaze that Jayden Daniels is that kid. And I think Saturday night, everybody can agree, he solidified his spot as the Heisman winner. And after this commercial, I'll go through why I think he is the Heisman winner. But first, I would like to thank Pawpaw's Campers and Cars. That's pawpawsrvs.com, 1-800-728-CAMP, 1-800-728-2267.
Hey neighbors, we're not that far from where you are. Make that short drive to Pawpaw's Campers in Picayune and see our Wildwood, Catalina, Sportsman, and Zinger trailer lines and our Rockwood and Heritage Glen fifth wheel lines. From Houma to Hammond, Biloxi to Jackson, and Mobile and Pensacola, we're not that far from where you are. Come and see us.
You're gonna love the way we deal. Pawpaw's Campers City and Picayune. You're gonna love the way we deal.
That's a good RV, Pawpaw.
So, yeah, Daniels is the clear front runner for the Heisman, and even analyst David Pollock agrees with me. In a tweet put out by David, he listed his list of candidates for the Heisman, and let me say, he put Jayden Daniels at the number one spot. Like I said, Daniels became the first player in FBS history to pass for 372 yards and rush for 234 yards in a single game. That in itself is outstanding and unbelievable. This combines for a career high of 606 yards and 5 touchdowns. He completed 17 of 26 passes for 372 yards and 3 touchdowns, and he added 234 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground on 12 attempts. This, for Daniels' rushing totals, tied that of Kevin Falk for the 10th best performance in LSU school history. And of the 23 best rushing games in school history, Daniels is the first quarterback to ever make that list. Again, outstanding. What he did Saturday night in Death Valley against Florida was unbelievable. It was outstanding. I cannot believe that I had the opportunity to be able to watch that real time to see him do that. The Heisman Trophy, by definition, is awarded to the most outstanding player, and everything Daniels is doing is outstanding and very Heisman worthy. The winners of the Heisman exhibit great ability combined with diligence, perseverance, and hard work. Every single team player who has ever played with Daniels has all commented on his dedication to the game to get better. Doing film study at 5 a.m., staying late, doing film study to get better. The consistency we saw from last year to this year proves it on the field whenever Daniels passes for 372 yards and rushes for 234 yards. And, it is an individual award. Some people will say that he doesn't deserve it because of the defense of LSU. LSU's defense is ranked 106 out of 130. But if he was playing with a defense like Washington or Oregon, this would have never been a thought that it would have crossed anybody's mind. And I'm so happy to have seen Daniels solidify this single fact Saturday night. He leads the nation by a wide margin in total offense, and he has one of the historically worst defenses in the country. Like I said, Jayden Daniels himself is the reason LSU has won any of the SEC games that they've played in this year. Take Alabama, for example. LSU was able to hold its own until Jayden Daniels got taken out at the beginning of the fourth quarter. And then everything went downhill. The team was not as effective without Daniels or productive without Daniels on the field. Take Florida last week, for example. LSU won, but if there were any other quarterback in the entire country, not just LSU quarterbacks, the entire country, y'all, LSU most likely would have not won that game Saturday. And so I'm saying, if the winner of the Heisman exhibits great ability combined with diligence, perseverance, and hard work, what's it say about Daniels as a player to have been out the week before Florida because of a concussion protocol, and then to come back and to passed for 372 yards, and rushed for 234 yards in a single game. That sounds outstanding. That sounds like hard work, perseverance, diligence, great ability. He is the definition of the Heisman at this moment in time. The only thing that would prevent Daniels from winning the Heisman would be a geographic bias and ultimately what makes the media the most money. So each section of the United States has 145 votes, totaling to 870 media votes across the country with 6 sections. Additionally, every former Heisman winner, there's 57 presently, has a vote as well. Then there's the overall fan vote. The fans collectively have one singular vote that's counted into this equation. So with 870 media voters all across the country, there's bound to be a geographic bias no matter what. But there shouldn't be. Jayden Daniels has done something that has never been done in the 154 years of college football. He's also done something in his career more outstanding than anything ever done before. All around, he's done a lot of things that are just astounding. Let me rattle these off to you. Daniels is the only college football player to eclipse the 4,000-yard mark after 10 games. And he's accounted for 576 more yards than Washington quarterback Michael Penix, who was number 2 in the Heisman list. Daniels is also the only player in America averaging more than 400 yards per game, right at 408.2 yards, which is 57.6 yards per game more than Penix, like I said, who's number 2 on the list. For perspective, 408 yards per game is more than what 80 of the 133 FBS teams have averaged on the season. Like I said, that's astounding. I don't even have words for that for Daniels. And as Daniels' total of 38 touchdowns accounted for, it's more than 81 FBS teams have scored all season. And all the while, Jayden Daniels has got 3 more games to go. Daniels is clearly the most outstanding. There's nobody better than Daniels. Daniels is already the best. He doesn't need the Heisman to prove that for him. He doesn't need the title of the Heisman to prove to himself that he is the best, because he is the best. He's that kid. The Heisman at this point needs him. If Daniels isn't voted in as the Heisman winner, the Heisman is, of course, going to look stupid. Every college football lover around the entire country can watch Daniels and see that what he's done in his career and what he's done this season and what he did last Saturday is all unbelievable and unheard of. So at this point, the Heisman needs Daniels more than Daniels needs the Heisman.
People come from everywhere to Pawpaw's Campers and Cars.
All at Pawpaw's Campers and Cities, Pawpaw's Campers and Cars, the people.
And we're gonna let it go for I forgot.
Take the whole family over to Picayune. We got something for you. All right. What else we gonna say?
PawpawsNicePrice.com.
That's probably all we need to say.
All right, well, that wraps up the episode for today. Stay tuned for the rest of the week to get more news on LSU football this week and the women's and men's basketball and any other sport that LSU has. Just stay tuned with us, and I will be sure to relay all of that information to you. Before I go, I would like to thank our sponsor, Pawpaw's Campers and Cars, pawpawsrvs.com, 1-800-728-CAMP, 1-800-728-2267.